Hey, welcome to PEP 406, Curriculum Design and Physical Education. This is your narrator and instructor, Dr. Chad Kish. We're here at Lincoln University, and this video is a review or a simulated video of the lecture that happened on the first day of class on Tuesday. If you came to Tuesday's class, you took excellent notes, don't feel you need a review, you can skip to part 2 of this video. If you missed class, didn't have notes, or you feel you need a review, it would help you if you went ahead and watched this video to review Tuesday's in-class lecture. First, I want to start off with an important disclaimer. This course is a 10-week course, and it is scheduled Tuesday and Thursday for the entire 16 weeks. PEP 406 is a 2-credit-hour class, and PEP 350, Basic Physical Education Methodology, is a 1-hour class. Instead of meeting one class on Monday and Wednesday and the other class on Friday, we're going to meet for 10 weeks for PEP 406, and then PEP 350 will meet the final 6 weeks of the semester. So these courses are designed to be taken together in a cluster. So please check your schedule, make sure you're enrolled in both courses, and I'll be doing the same thing. If you're not enrolled in both courses, meet with me after class, and we will get some information to myself or whoever your advisor is to make sure you're enrolled in both classes. All right. First of all, I want to go ahead and introduce you a little bit to myself. I'm Dr. Chad Kish. I'm originally from the St. Louis, Missouri area. My office hours this semester are virtual. They'll be announced. Pretty much just check your course announcements, or if you email me anytime during the week, say 9 to about 3 or 4, Monday through Friday, I'll get back with you pretty quick, and we can set up a Zoom meeting if we need to meet virtually, or we can email back and forth. All right, Tuesday and Thursday, when we do have this class, I'll go over that this is going to be a hybrid section a little bit later. But you can come meet with me a few minutes before class. I'm always here, or I have about 15 minutes before my next class, or I'm generally available from 10:45 till about 12:30 on Tuesdays in my office. This is my 4th year at Lincoln University. What's my background and experience, just so you have an idea? I was a high school physical education teacher. I coached basketball and baseball at the high school level. I actually did some teaching of elementary and middle school physical education as well. And then before I moved on to other things such as college level teaching, college level coaching, and being an athletic director, as well as serving as a supervisor for a physical education department for about 5 years in the public school system. Degree-wise, I have 2 bachelor's degrees. One's in liberal arts with a specialization in sports management. The other one's in physical education K through 12 with a minor in coaching. I have 2 master's degrees. One's in physical education with an emphasis in coaching. The other one is in educational administration with an emphasis in building level principal certification. I have a specialist degree, which is a administration degree with a superintendent certification, and I do have a doctorate in educational leadership with an emphasis in teaching and learning. So hopefully I can take my 2 to 3 decades of experience within the physical education and coaching setting, and share some of that information with you to prepare you to be successful in the classroom. What are we going to do today? Today we're going to start out. I'll show you the textbook that is required for the course. We will briefly review the syllabus. We'll talk about the course objectives and a course outline. Those are things, what am I going to learn in this class? You'll ask yourself. Major assignments, the other big question people want to know on day 1, what do I have to do? I'll show you briefly how to navigate Canvas for this course, where modules and information will be. And then I will explain the hybrid learning format we are going to attempt to schedule for the semester. All things are relative. We may spend more time in the classroom if we're allowed to do that. We may have to spend more time virtually if health concerns have us go that way. So your required textbook is right here. It is Lund is the author. It was published in 2015. The name of the textbook is Standards-Based Physical Education Curriculum Development. It's the 3rd edition and it's published by Jones and Bartlett. The ISBN numbers are here. It is available at the LU bookstore. You can also find it online at some various places, or you may want to look for a e-text, which Jones and Bartlett publishes, or you may want to try to borrow it from a friend. The text is required for success in this course. I won't allow you to use the excuse I didn't have the textbook. It's your responsibility to get it by the end of this week and to read chapter 1 before week 2 Tuesday's course, classroom meeting. So here's the textbook. Here's actually the picture of it, Standards-Based Physical Education Curriculum Development, and we are looking at the 3rd edition. So why might you be taking this course? The purpose of the course, if you read through the syllabus, is going to have us explore 5 big ideas and looking at the following 5 essential questions for each concept. First of all, we'll explore issues influencing curriculum development in public education as well as education. So is that standards-based policies or laws or procedures? Number 2, we'll determine curricular factors related to PE programming, such as the NASB standards, the area you're in, if you're in a public or private school, as well as geographic location. Number 3, we'll understand curricular decisions as related to specific goals and objectives. What are your grade level objectives? What are your objectives of your program? What's the objectives of your community? Number 4, we'll learn to plan and organize the development of a PE curriculum. And the 5th big idea is how we develop evaluation strategies for learner outcomes associated with PE curriculum. So if you've taken the assessment course before, you'll have some ideas how to align your instruction with your assessment strategies. That's what number 5 is all about. So I'll briefly review the syllabus. It is located for you to download on the syllabus tab on the left side menu of the Canvas course. All right, so the general information is the first section. It talks about the class, the time we meet, the classroom, what the course is labeled, and different things like that, as well as my contact information and email. The course overview and objectives is an area we'll go over. What are the things we're going to learn? All right, make sure you look at the student learning outcomes, the expected learning outcomes there, because we will use that in our discussion assignment. How do you communicate with the instructor? First thing is, make sure you send me an email and it's timely. I won't necessarily get back to you immediately, but I'll get back to you pretty quickly. Preface this course, PEP 406, all right, and let me know exactly what you're looking for. The more specific you can be in your question, if you can reference the assignment or what exact question you have, the more likely I am to get you the exact information you're looking for back in my response. What are the course policies and procedures? A couple things that are important. Being that this is going to be a hybrid course, we'll probably meet somewhere between 8 and 15 times throughout the semester, so attendance is critical on the days we meet. Attendance also includes regularly checking your email and your Canvas course to meet deadlines. Student conduct's important. Govern yourself accordingly. You can read about that in the syllabus. Assignments. Deadlines are not suggestions, they're deadlines. I would say if you have an assignment deadline, try to do it at least a day in advance. The bigger assignments, you should start on weeks in advance. Make sure you get those turned in because all assignments have a late penalty determined by assignment time. Deadlines are firm. It's 25% penalty per day for assignments. Discussions, being that they're time driven for other people to respond, are 50% per day penalty. And we really don't have any makeups on any in-class assignments or exams or quizzes. When they're due, they're due. You need to have them done. All right. Plagiarism and academic honesty is very critical. Don't plagiarize. I use VeriCite. Do not self-plagiarize. That means don't copy and paste an assignment from a previous course. Make sure in all of your assignments you use your own words. Make sure you're summarizing the material. Don't copy and paste from the book or a website or the lecture. Make sure you take the information, analyze it, synthesize it, boil it down, make sure you try to understand it, and then come back with an answer in your own words. That is what I expect in all of the assignments. Anything copied and pasted will be a plagiarism or academic honesty violation. The course outline is on the syllabus. Make sure you take a look at that. We'll go over it here shortly. There are major course assignments, which I'll discuss briefly today. The School of Education Conceptual Framework talks about what the foundations or pillars for the School of Education are. The course standards, recommended readings, and recommended websites are all there for you to use as a resource. When you're doing some assignments, you might look at the recommended readings or the recommended websites to give you a good place to start. And the course standards explain what the course is based on. There are different professional standards based on different organizations, whether it's education, health, sports, or Lincoln-related standards. And you can look at those, and there's a map to show you which ones we'll focus on in this course. Last thing, there's a variety of Lincoln policies on your syllabus. If you have an accommodation request, make sure you bring me that letter or email it to me by the second week of class. I can't make an accommodation if you don't let me know, so make sure you let me know. Communicate those with me so we can work to help you be successful. Anything on course attendance, various academic policies, emergency procedures, and student code of conduct is detailed on your syllabus. So what are our course learning objectives? These are the things we want to learn within the course. There are three major ones that the whole course is founded on. Number one, demonstrate an understanding of physical education from a learner's perspective, considering instructional methods for diverse learners and curriculum development. So when we do that, we are going to learn about curriculum development, but doing it systematically so we consider diverse learners, as well as learners' perspectives, and building a comprehensive curriculum. Number two, how do we analyze curriculums to ensure they align with various standards and they meet the needs of diverse learners, as well as use a variety of instructional strategies? So we'll go through the process of analyzing and synthesizing what a good curriculum is. And then our learning objective number three is how do we demonstrate the ability to develop a curriculum guide and use a formative evaluation to analyze that curriculum's ability to meet diverse learner needs. So we'll talk about the different assessment strategies as well as summative strategies to ensure that our curriculum is teaching the students the grade level expectations we are using or we are considering. All right, so what is the course outline? This is the question, one of the two big questions most people have the first day of class. What am I going to learn in this class? And if there's a number after each one, that is the chapter of the textbook. If there's not a number, that means it's information out of the textbook. Unit 1 is physical education curriculum development. We're going to talk about how we actually develop and design curriculums. We'll start out by introducing you to the physical education curriculum. We will do that in Module 1 in the next video series. Introduction to curriculum development is Chapter 1 of the textbook. Building a quality physical education program. You'll hear the term QPE, which stands for Quality Physical Education. That's Chapter 3. And then we'll go into building the curriculum. How do we do that? By backward design, by mapping standards, and that's Chapter 4. The second part of the course is Unit 2, and we will talk about the variety of curriculum models you can use when building a curriculum. You may use some of these, you may have them overlap, you may use different ones in different lessons, or you may have one specific one that is the model or overarching curriculum model for a specific unit or course. As you see here, personal and social responsibility, the skill theme approach, the adventure education model, outdoor education model, teaching games for understanding, which you'll commonly refer to as TGFU, the sport education model, cultural studies and physical education, as well as the fitness and wellness model. So the next question a lot of students have is, what do I have to do in this class? And that would be the major assignments. So here are the 6 kind of major assignments you'll have in the course. The first one is NASP standards. We'll have a variety of assignments to help us understand and apply the NASP standards in curriculum development. The next thing is unpacking and introducing standards. So we'll have some assignments to help us understand how to link the NASB standards to different lessons in physical education curriculum, developing both an individual philosophy, a programmatic philosophy, instructional methods, how students acquire skill acquisition, and adaptations for diverse learners, as well as assessment strategies. We'll do some different curriculum development activities. That's number 3. That'll be, we'll develop a detailed physical education curriculum guide that considers appropriate grade level programming, which is your GLEs, and activities and outcomes, your GLOs, that's aligned for a K through 12 program, according to Shape America and DESE. We will do some philosophy statements. In this one, we'll do a philosophy of curriculum development. You'll actually write a detailed personal philosophy on how you go about developing curriculum. That kind of pulls a lot of different things together. We will have our portfolio, and there will be 2 unit exams. All right, there'll be some other activities and assignments throughout the course, but those are our major ones, as well as we will introduce you to the unit of instruction that'll be due in the methods course that is the last 6 weeks of course. So I start off this class with a portfolio. What is that? I'll give you an outline for the portfolio, but start out by purchasing a 3-ring binder and 5 tab dividers sometime this week. Start bringing that to class every day. Make sure you have some notebook paper in there to take notes. You bring a pen as well as your electronic device in case we have an electronic assignment. We will complete this portfolio as we move along the class, and we will turn it in. It will be worth some points probably at the midterm and near the end of the class. You'll use this portfolio as a professional resource. You might take information out of this and use it as an artifact for your wellness internship or your EDU 410 class, or possibly as an artifact for entry into the educator prep program or a graduate program. It's due the last week we meet in class, but I'll give you a specific date on that depending on how our course meetings are going to work with this hybrid format. How do we navigate Canvas? Here is basically the Canvas page for this course. If you'll notice here, the home link is this home page. It'll have some information. You'll see that there's announcements, the syllabus, the modules, assignments, discussions, quizzes, grades, and so on. All of our announcements will be in the announcements feature. I'll let you know on Monday what is due for the week in the class, what day we'll meet. Please download the syllabus and read over that. And then if you hit the modules here, you will go to our learning modules, and everything will be attached to that, so you can basically use the buttons. So I'll give you an example. Now my view is going to be slightly different, being that I'm in the instructor view, but if you see, here's the course page, here's the module. You can go to the module basic information, and this is what it looks like. It's going to tell you the basic course information here, prerequisite, co-requisite, the 350 course overview, and such. There's a next button at the bottom, and that's where each module will have our module introduction. It'll give you module learning objectives, the things you should learn by the end of the module, and we'll talk about activities. So activities are things that are assigned, but you not necessarily turn something in for them. So for Module 1, you'd obtain the textbook, get your 3-ring binder, download and read the syllabus, and then what you should watch or read. All right? And then the assignments will be what you actually turn in for points. So the Module 1 assignments are all listed here. We might have things such as quizzes, discussion boards, assignments, or a test. All right? So click the next button at the bottom, and it'll go onto the video lecture, and I'll have a link here for the video lecture. And then if you just continue, I'll have everything attached to the module that's doing that module, whether it's your quiz or an area such as your discussion board, or it might even be an assignment. All right. So mine, like I said, mine is the editing version. It looks slightly different than yours, but that should give you an idea what that looks like. Let's talk about what a hybrid course looks like. We're going to be doing this course as a hybrid course. It is a blend between traditional in-class or face-to-face learning and online learning. The class is scheduled on Tuesday and Thursday, so keep these times available. By Monday of each week, I'll let you know if we're going to just meet on Tuesday, just meet on Thursday, if we won't meet at all, which days will be in class and which days will be hybrid. I'll give you those on a week-to-week basis, and it really is determined by where our learning takes us. Check the weekly schedules on Mondays. There'll be a Canvas announcement every Monday that tells you what's due during the week, your activities, your assignments, what days we'll meet. And remember, just because we might only meet one day a week means there's still a time commitment. All right, you would still do assignments, you would still have to watch a video lecture or do some kind of activity for the days we don't meet. So plan on having a time commitment and being a self-learner and meeting deadlines in a hybrid format. This course meets for 10 weeks, and the course will end on November 1st, 2020, and the next course will start on early November, the first Tuesday in November, and that's the PEP 350 course. So what are your Module 1 activities? First of all, we met Tuesday. If you missed Tuesday, hopefully you're watching this video. We will not meet on Thursday. Thursday will be our hybrid or online day. So what should you do? Right now, you should obtain the textbook. Either go to the LU bookstore, purchase online, or borrow it from a friend. It is required. You do need it. The excuse I didn't have the textbook might be a reason you didn't do something, but it's not excusable as far as allowing you to not do assignments. Obtain your 3-ring binder with 5 tab dividers and bring that to class next Tuesday. Make sure you download and read the syllabus and have it available during the syllabus quiz. And then watch the Module 1 lecture videos. If you watch this video as a review or because you missed Tuesday, that's great. There will be video number 2, which will be new material that won't be going over in class. It'll be only a video lecture. So make sure you go to Module 1, the video page on Canvas, and watch the lecture part 2. What are our module assignments? Module 1 quiz is due Thursday. It is a 5-question quiz over the syllabus. Make sure you read the syllabus, have that available, maybe review this video. All assignments are due at 8 p.m. unless otherwise noted, and that's Central Time that Lincoln University is in. Number 2, there's a discussion board. I'll go over this in some detail in the part 2 of the video. It's over course and career goals as well as a personal introduction. The initial posting is due Thursday, and then you can respond to 2 classmates by Friday. What's going to happen on the discussion boards is they'll show up in your to-do list on the initial posting, but they won't show up on your to-do list when you need to respond. What I would suggest is when you do your initial posting, respond to 2 other classmates at that time. You don't have to wait till the next day. Assignment 3 is a Module 1 assignment, and it'll be a review of the Part 2 video, have some terms and basic understanding of what curriculum development is. And then Part 4 is your course pretest. It's due Sunday by 8 p.m. All right, so Assignment 4 is a course pretest. You're not expected to know everything. You have 20 minutes to answer 15 questions. If you get less than 5 right on that, we probably need to have a discussion because you might not be prepared to take this class. And as long as you complete it by Sunday at 8 p.m., you'll get 10 bonus points. So anything over 5 you got right would be more than full credit for the exam. All right. There will be a post-test at the end of the course that's very similar to the pre-test. All right. The required textbook, once again, make sure you obtain that. Standard-Based Physical Education Curriculum Development, the 3rd edition. Thanks for watching the review lecture or the Part 1 lecture for Module 1. Good luck in the course. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Once again, we have our in-class version on Tuesday, which is this lecture, and we will have Part 2 of the video lecture series, which will be what's available for Thursday, but we will not meet in class Thursday. Make sure you complete all the activities and assignments for this module, and we will see you next Tuesday.